Let's begin. You right at the back? All right. No problem. You can go where you want to. You can go where you want to. No pressure. No pressure, Joe. All right. So let's begin. So get yourself seated comfortably. And we'll just take a few moments here to breathe out in a way to relax. So take a deep breath in. Just for a moment, hold that breath in. Then through the mouth, sigh it out. And again, breathing in. Hold the breath. And sigh it out. Breathing in. And hold the breath. And as you hold the breath, gather a bit of tension. So perhaps maybe tense your ribs a bit. Or your hands, your feet. And with a sigh, let it go. And one more time, deep breath in. And hold that breath in. And tense your body, gather some tension. And sigh down. And closing the mouth. And coming back to natural breath through the nose. And as you do so, be aware of the breath and the touch of the breath against your nostrils. So feeling the breath cool as you breathe in, warm as you breathe out. You might feel it in one nostril, both nostrils. Feel the breath expanding the ribs, expanding the belly. Feel the release through your body as you exhale. And so we'll increase our kind of pranic sensitivity by doing some pranic breathing to do Kapalabhati. And then we do some Vastrika. So Kapalabhati, we're breathing out forcibly through the nose, and then the inhalation happens through the nose as you relax. We'll do it slowly, so not fast Kapalabhati, just slow Kapalabhati. So if you're not sure, you can have a look or have a listen. It basically goes like that. So I'm breathing out through my nose, and then as I relax, the breath just comes in. Let's do it together. Keep going, find an easy rhythm. When you're ready, breathe out through the left nostril as you close the right nostril. And close both nostrils, hold the breath out. Then through the left nostril, breathe in. And hold the breath in. Then for the right nostril, breathe out. Close it and stay empty. For the right nostril, inhale. And hold that breath in. And for the left nostril, exhale. And relax. And release the hand, come back to normal. Next, we're going to place the hands on the thighs, but closer to the hips, and we do some Vastrika. So as you inhale, expand the ribs and the chest, taking the elbows back and shoulders down. And as you exhale, bring the shoulders and the elbows forwards, collapse the ribs, close them. So it's a deep inhalation. It's a deep exhalation. Moving in slowly, and breathing out slowly. So perhaps breathing into the count 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathing out 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhalation, a long exhalation. Breathing in, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out, 2, 1. Again, keep going. Last one, deep breath in. A big breath out. And take a deep breath in and hold it. As you hold the breath, slide your hands down towards your knees, drop the chin towards the chest, press the hands into the knees and pull the pelvic floor up. While doing so, pull the navel back. So we're locking the breath in. Whenever you're ready, relax. Come back to normal breath. And just for a few moments, notice how you feel. If you need to change the way you sit, please do so. We'll stay seated for another 5-ish minutes. We'll stay comfortable. And with your eyes closed, still feeling the breath moving through your nostrils. Still feeling the belly and the chest moving with the breath. But now focus your attention on the crown of your head. So you can pretend that you are breathing to the crown of the head. You can visualize yourself breathing to the crown of the head. And the idea is to feel what's happening in the crown of the head. So you might feel some tingling there. You might feel a pulsation, or you might not. Or you might feel something else. It doesn't really matter. Just focus on the crown of the head. And if you can feel something, if you feel the prana perhaps moving there, that's great. If you can't feel it, that's great too. Just stay focused on the crown of the head. We start to move the prana, the energy and the attention throughout the body to different points. And the idea will be to call the mind to these areas, to these points. Rather than having scattered mind, collect it. So from the crown of your head, move your awareness down towards the forehead, the center of the forehead. And hold your awareness there. And sensing, feeling what's there. Call your mind to that area. And then move your awareness, move it further down towards the mid-brow center. Be aware if there's any sensation there, any feeling there. And even if there isn't any, just focus on it. From the mid-brow center, move your awareness down towards your nostrils, both nostrils. And from the nostrils, move your awareness downwards towards the throat, the base of the throat. Sensing, feeling, noticing. the center of the throat, you're going to go outwards to both shoulders simultaneously. So both right and left shoulders, sense them. And from the shoulders, move your awareness downwards towards your upper arms. From the upper arms down towards your elbows. Both elbows simultaneously and symmetrically. Call your mind, focus it. Moving the awareness down now towards your palms. And to the fingers and fingertips. Hold your awareness there for a few more moments, for a few breaths. The hands are naturally more sensitive, and so are the fingers. So you might be able to feel something there, even if along the way down you didn't feel certain areas. So while we call the mind, we're also increasing our pranic sensitivity. From the fingers, moving the awareness upwards now, back to the palms and into the wrists. Moving your awareness up to your forearms. And from the forearms to your elbows. From your elbows, move the awareness back up to the upper arms. And into your shoulders. From the shoulders, gather the attention at the base of the throat. And moving the awareness downwards from the base of the throat towards the heart center, space behind the breastbone. Be aware of any sensation there, any feeling there. From the heart center, moving down to the solar plexus, to the point center line, just below the rib cage. Solar plexus to the navel, center of your belly. From the navel to the center of the hips, there of the pubic bone. And from the center of the hips to the pelvic floor, perineum, holding your awareness there for a few moments, for a few breaths. Now from the pelvic floor, sending your awareness downwards into the earth. Piercing through the layers, moving your awareness down to the core, to the base. Then moving the awareness upwards now, so from the earth back to the pelvic floor. And from the pelvic floor, we're going up along the midline to the center of the hips. Call your mind there, stay focused, don't let your mind be scattered. Draw it upwards, the mind with the prana to the center of your belly, the navel. Hold your awareness there. Where your mind goes, the prana follows. So got your prana from the navel and then reach it up to the solar plexus, that area between the navel to the base of the sternum. Moving your awareness higher up, behind the sternum, the heart center. And moving it up to the base of the throat. Calling your mind from the base of the throat, move it up to the nostrils. To the mid-brow center. To the center of the forehead. Into the crown of the head. Holding your awareness. Now, keeping your awareness at the crown of your head, or send it higher up to the sky, towards the North Star. A point high up in the sky that seems to not move. Not keeping your eyes closed, slowly bring the palms together. And gently start to rub the palms against each other. And as you do so, the mind is already drawn to the palms, to the hands. So keep your mind there and then make the hands move a bit faster and gather some warmth and heat. Move the hands a bit faster till the hands feel really hot. And once they do, place them over your eyes. And draw the warmth from the hands into the skull. And start to move the hands, waking up your skin. And the eyes. And your nose. And mouth. And your ears. Slowly bring the hands together again. And one more time, rub the palms firmly, vigorously. Once they feel very warm, place them over your heart center. Draw that warmth into you, into your heart. Use the breath here, so expand the chest as you inhale. And feel that warmth spreading with ease throughout your body. And for a moment, be grateful for the fact that you are alive, that you have senses and you can feel, that you have a heart and you can feel, that you have this human experience. You can be conscious of your feelings. And remind yourself that human life is precious. Life is short. Make the most of it. Use your time here wisely. Be grateful for every moment, for every experience. And while keeping your eyes closed, perhaps you can bring an intention for your practice. There's a sore area on your body, or perhaps you're feeling a bit low. Perhaps mentally you're feeling a bit not well. So You can focus on that part of you that needs some extra healing, extra attention. Maybe your intention is not towards yourself, but to other people, or to other beings. Whatever it may be, just focus on that intention now. Breathe into it from your heart. Sealing your intention by pressing the hands firmly into the heart center. Okay, let's slowly release. All right, so from here, we're going to lie on our back. So ease yourself onto your back. We'll carry on our practice now in the more physical part. So easing yourself on your back and just make some space around you. We're going to get the body a bit longer by stretching it. So as you ease yourself on the floor, reach already the arms behind you and let's start to move here. So extending the right arm and the right leg away from each other. And left arm, left leg. Then both arms, both legs. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, hug your legs. So keep the knees close together. With your hands on your shins or thighs, circle the knees together to the same direction. Let's start to wake up the spine, the hips, the back. Maybe keep the hands on your shins, on your thighs, or maybe bring them to the floor and move your knees wider. And if you want, you can move the feet further away to activate more into the core. And then change direction. Perhaps start in a small way, small circles, perhaps using your hands to begin with. And if you want to go wider, place the hands on the floor and move the feet further away, increasing the range of movement to wake up your core. And then gather the knees back to the center, press the hands onto your legs and squeeze the thighs into your belly. And then keeping the feet and the knees together, release the hands. So you can take the arms out in a T with the palms facing down, and then start to move the knees from right to left without touching the floor. So neither the knees nor the feet are touching the floor, they're just moving from right to left. They don't need to go very low. So simple twisting, just moving from right to left. As your knees move to the left, look towards the right. As the knees move to the right, look towards the left. Let's go all the way towards the right. So both knees drop to the right, but not touching the floor. If it's too much, obviously touch the floor. If it's not enough, you can extend your legs straight towards your right hand. That might be too much. And coming back to the center, so both knees are going to drop towards the left side. Going to stay off the floor, whether your knees are bent, or if you want to, you can extend both legs straight out towards the left without touching the floor. And coming back to the center, and place the hands against the back of your thighs and extend both legs as straight as you can. As you do so, spread your toes wide. It doesn't matter if the legs are not straight, just spread your toes wide. And clench your toes. Again, spread the toes wide. And by doing, as you do so, point the ball of the feet or the big toe mounds up towards the ceiling. And keeping your feet as they are, clench your toes again. So pointing your toes up. And slowly bend your knees and relax. Placing your hands on your knees, circle the knees away from each other. Big movement through your knees. That's it, moving with ease here. Gradually perhaps increasing the range of movement while keeping the hips moving smoothly. Change direction. And then gather the knees together, press them in. And while keeping the thighs close to your belly, move the knees apart So the knees are moving towards your armpits. If the knees are close enough, instead of using your hands, you can use your forearms or inner elbows. And if you want, you can stay here in this half happy baby pose, or you can reach the arms between the knees, grab hold of the outer edge of your feet, and turn the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. And looking at your shins, the shins should be roughly perpendicular to the floor. If that feels too intense, keep your knees bent. Whichever pose you're holding, hold it. And breathe into your hips, breathe into your thighs, the groin. Take another breath. And we're going to extend the legs straight out to the side. So you're either holding the back of the thighs or holding the feet. Send both legs straight out. Just take a moment there. It's fine if your hands can't reach your feet. It's okay. Just try to keep your legs straight. And to your best ability, aim to bring your tailbone down towards the floor too. Take another breath there. And slowly bend the knees, place both feet on the floor. With the feet close together, arms back out in the T, both knees drop from right to left. This time the knees will touch the floor. Or try at least. The feet are on the floor already. So just drop a bit, right, left, right, left, right, left. And then coming back to the center, let's extend the right leg straight on the floor and place the left foot either above the right thigh or beyond the right thigh. And using your right hand on the left knee, keep the left arm to the left, start to twist towards the right. Okay, so opposite hand on knee, opposite hand, left arm to the left. That's it. And let that knee drop as low as it can. Encouraging with your right hand rather than forcing with the right hand. Keeping the left shoulder and left arm heavy and relaxed. Take another breath there. Let's slowly roll into your back. We'll do it again, but slightly differently. To begin with, keep the right leg straight on the floor. Use your hands against the back of the left thigh and send the left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Then keeping the left leg straight, extend the left arm out towards the left. Bring the right hand to the outside of the left thigh or higher up towards the calf or the outer edge of the foot, and then again twist towards the right. This time the leg is straight. If that feels too much, bend the knee. If your foot can't reach the floor, that's okay. So left arm is still going to the left, left arm to the left, that's it. And right hand is on the left leg. Same twist, only now the left leg is straight. Hold it there. Again, if it's too much, bend the knee. Then roll onto your back and straighten both legs. And just for a moment, ease yourself on your back, relax. Okay, we're going to do the other side in a moment. So starting with the left leg straight, bend the right knee, reach the right hand to the right, already keep it there. Left hand comes onto the right thigh, close to the knee. Right foot can be on the left thigh or beyond the left thigh. So keeping the left hand above the right knee, slowly start to twist towards the left. And again, don't force the twist, just relax into the twist. Checking in here with your lower back, with your outer right hip, your right shoulder. And if you know that this is already quite tricky, maybe trying to do it with a straight leg will be just not right. So just repeat it in the same way. Otherwise, roll onto your back, keeping your left leg straight on the floor. Send your right leg straight up towards the sky. And then extending the right arm out towards the right on the floor. Left hand holds the back, the outside of the right leg, thigh, shin, or foot, and then twisting towards the left, dropping the right leg down towards the floor. So really soften yourself here, soften that shoulder, and from the shoulder all the way down to the hip and the back of the leg. One last breath here. Slowly rolling onto your back. Extend both legs straight. Hold it there. Reaching the arms behind. Taking a deep breath in. With the exhalation, extending the arms and the legs. Reach and stretch. And release. Bringing both feet towards the front left corner of the mat. With your left hand, hold your right wrist and pull both arms towards the left. And as you do so, press that right foot away from you. So right foot is on the floor, just pushing away and the left hand is pulling on the right arm, but the right shoulder is on the floor. Don't roll onto your side. That's great. Then changing, so both feet move into the front right corner. With your right hand, hold your left wrist and move the arms towards the right, pressing the left foot down and away, open for the left side of your body. Left shoulder is heavy. It's on the floor. Then come back to the center and we'll have one more big stretch here. So a deep breath in. And as you exhale, extending both arms, both legs evenly. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, hug your legs in. So if rock and roll is not right for you today, roll from side to side. Otherwise, rock forwards and roll back. So forwards and back a few times. Start to kind of release into the spine, soften into your spine. Just a few more. In a moment, you're going to come up into a boat pose. So you're going to sit up without touching your feet to the floor. Rise, pause there, and try to find your balance. You can stay here with your hands as they are, or you can reach your arms forwards. You can keep the knees bent, or you can bring them slightly higher. Still bend, or you can straighten your legs all the way up. Take another breath there. We're going to come all the way down to the lower back is touching the floor. It's easy if your knees are bent. So lower back to the floor. Shoulders are not on the floor. Hold it there. Miraculously, we're going to come back up to sitting. There we go. Whoop. Let's take a miracle sometimes. And just twice more. Could have been 10 times. Coming up again. There we go. It's fine to use the hand on the floor. And last time, lower back. And with a kind of a leap of faith, bring yourself up. And relax down. Okay, so soles of the feet together, legs in diamond, holding onto your feet. Lift the spine up as you inhale. And then release down as you exhale. Relax the head down, holding onto your feet. Doesn't matter if your head is not touching the feet, just relax down. Aim to soften your belly a bit here. Everyone stay low, doesn't matter how low you are, walking both hands towards the right and come to your left fingertips. As you press those left fingertips into the floor, feel the left shoulder and shoulder blade coming up towards your left ear. And taking those fingertips just a millimeter off the floor and release that hand down. And changing sides. And both hands going, this time towards the left, and you on your right fingertips like a teepee. And pressing the fingertips down, feeling the shoulder, the right shoulder, and shoulder blade coming up towards your right ear. And taking those fingertips just a millimeter off the floor. And relax the hand down. And coming back to the center, and both hands on fingertips look forward and inch those fingers as far forward as you can. And feel both shoulders by your ears. And take those fingertips just a millimeter off the floor. And relax back down. And slowly bring yourself up to sitting. Bring the feet slightly closer. You can hold on to your feet or your ankles, shins. Just gently give your knees this bounce. Okay, and then pressing your right hand, forearms into the right leg. Use your left hand against your left inner thigh or knee. Press the knee into the hand. Press the hand into the knee. Take a deep breath in. And hold the breath in and push even more through the knee into the hand. Hold the breath in. And without moving the hand as you exhale, squeeze your butt and move the knee away from the hand. So the hand is not actually pressing. Then use your hand and bring the knee a bit lower, kindly. And switching up. So using your left forearm or left hand to kind of stabilize the left knee or thigh. Use the right hand against the inside of your left leg and push the leg up into the hand. Push the hand down into the leg and take a deep breath in. And hold the breath and push more of the leg. And keep the hand where it is. Squeeze your glutes as you exhale. Move the knee lower. And then use the hand and bring the knee lower. And come back to the center, using your hands against the legs. One more time, little bounce. The knees are a bit lower, perhaps. More open. Okay, then hands behind, feet on the floor, feet wider than the mat. And knees from right to left a few times. Very gently, feeling through it. And if you feel fairly comfortable here, try not to move your shoulders or the head or the chest. You're still facing forwards the whole time. That feels too much. Turn with your shoulders to the same direction as the knees are going. Completely up to you to modify. The further back your hands are, the easier it will feel. The further forwards, the more upright you are, perhaps the more intense it will feel. So again, modify. Let's go all the way towards the left. Stay there. Bring both hands perhaps a bit closer. Maybe turn a bit towards the right. And then turn towards the left, and we're going to fold over that left leg. So taking the hands past the knee and drop down. Left knee is dropping lower. If you can't reach the floor, that's fine. Just get something underneath it. Hold a jumper or something. Then you can stay here and completely fine. Or if you want to slowly start to walk the hands in a bit, and then we turn it more into a twist. So take your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh and use that to twist more. So the left hand can go behind you now as you twist. And slowly bring yourself up. Okay, and then we're going to change. So hands behind, drop both knees all the way towards the right. And then turn yourself towards the right. And take the hands past the right knee and drop low. Same way, it's fine to stay here, but if you want, you can take your left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, right knee, and turn more backwards. So it becomes more of a twist. And again, bring yourself to the center, bring yourself up, and keeping the right knee down, lift the left leg up, and then both knees are down evenly. So looking at the feet now, the feet will be on a straight line. There's a good 2 feet between your heels. So that, again, the heels are probably on the edges of the mat and perhaps beyond it. Okay, so don't bring the feet too close, bring them wide. So your shins and thighs are roughly 90 degrees. Hands behind. It goes like that, keeping your right leg as it is. Lifting your left heel. No, sorry, I'll take it back. I'm going to keep the right leg as it is, sorry. Bring the left knee down. That's how it is. I got confused. Okay, we're going to return to where we've just been. We're going to keep the left big toe down, lift the left heel up, and without moving the right knee as much as possible, bring the left heel through until the feet are as they are, as they were beginning. Okay, and then we're going to keep the little toe down, lift the heel up, then bring the big toe down and bring the knee back down. Got it? Okay, so nothing happens on the right leg or on the left leg. So lift the heel, keep the big toe down, bring the heel through, and bring the knee as low as you can, and return it back. And just one more time. Rotate it out, and rotate it. Okay, let's rotate it out and hold it out. Keep the knee as low as you can. Now flip that right knee down and kind of stabilizing through the left knee. So try to keep it as low as possible. And if it feels too much, you could turn that way, as we said before. Keeping yourself facing forwards might be a bit too much. So keeping the right big toe down, lift the heel up, and thread that heel through as much as you can, obviously, and bring it back. Again, lift the knee up, bring that heel through, bring your right knee as low as you can, and bring it down. And last time, lift the knee up, lift the heel up, and bring that right heel through as much as you can, and come back to the center, holding your shins with your hands, or holding your feet with your hands from above or from below, with the chest up as you inhale, and then dive your head down towards the floor. So neck is long and head is relaxed. Using your hands, but don't be too forceful. Another breath as you are. And slowly bring yourself up. We're going to slowly come up. So placing your feet on the floor and use your hands, bring yourself up. And we're going to hold the toes and then slowly work the legs towards straight. I know it's probably a bit impossible ever, but you just do what you can. It's fine if your knees are bent. We'll do that a few times. So slowly keeping the heels on the floor, drop your butt low, still holding on to your toes. Your feet are about hip width apart. That's it. And then slowly coming up into that forward fold, still holding on to your toes to your best ability. Aiming your legs towards straight. And twice more. So bend the knees, dropping low. So squat here. Breathing in, smile. And exhale, aiming your legs towards straight. Breathing out, cry. One last time, bend your knees as you breathe in. This time, release the feet and turn your feet out. Bring the palms together, elbows against the inside of your knees. So using your elbows to push the knees out a bit. You're going to lift the butt up. It doesn't have to be much higher than the knees. And drop it down, elbows pushing out. Just 3 more of those. So lift the butt, the knees come in, pressing into the elbows. As the butt drops low, the elbows push out into the knees. Last 2, knees in, palm up. And palm down, knees out. Stay there. Press your knees into the elbows. Try to squeeze your elbows with the knees. Then move the knees away from your elbows. And then relax into them. Hands on the floor. Feet turn forwards. Straighten your legs or work them towards straight. This time not holding on to the feet. Instead holding on to your elbows. Relax your head down. And feel a bit into your feet, into your legs, into your hips, into your back. Releasing the hands all the way down towards the floor. Relax your head down. And it's fine here to stay as you are. But if you want to, you can find a nice release for the head now. Is gently kind of do a few nods, a few yeses with your head. A few no's. A few circles. And when you're ready, sliding your hands onto your shins and come halfway up. So the legs are straight, the arms are straight, and the spine is extended. From here, crossing, right hand moves towards your left shin. Left hand comes up towards your left hip, and the right knee bends as you start to twist towards your left. Okay, so modify here. You could keep your right hand high up on your left knee, or you can slide it down towards your left foot. You could keep your left hand on your hip, or you can reach it up towards the sky. Keep the right knee bent a bit because that will help to twist. If comfortable, that right hand can be on the floor beyond your left foot. To the left, to the left, left. Another breath there. And ease it all the way back down. Again, holding onto your elbows, backs down. Place the head between your arms. If you put more weight onto the heels, it's a bit easier. If you put more weight onto the balls of the feet, it's a bit deeper. Release the arms down towards the floor. Slide the hands onto the shins. Again, straighten legs, arms, spine. And then changing sides. So left hand comes to the right shin. Right hand goes up to the right hip. Bend the left knee. It really helps. And twist towards the right. Again, either stay here or start to modify. You could stay as you are or go deeper by sliding the left hand further down towards the foot or reaching the right arm up towards the sky. If the hand is on the foot quite comfortably, you can take the hand to the floor beyond the foot. And then release everything back down, straighten both legs or bend both knees equally. If your chin tucked in, with your arms completely relaxed, slowly stacking the vertebrae from tail to the base of the skull as you rise to standing. Once you're standing, lift the head and look forward. Okay, so standing tall and straight. Don't fit in the screen. Okay, so standing tall and straight at the front of your mat with the feet about hip width apart. Reach both arms high for the inhalation. With your left hand, hold your right wrist and move your arms a bit towards your left. At the same time, move your hips towards the right. And maybe lift the left heel slightly off the floor. So you can keep the hands as they are. If you want to go deeper, you can reach that left arm out towards the left. That might feel too much on your back. Coming back to the center, both arms reach high, both heels on the floor. Right hand holding left wrist, pulling towards the right. That's kind of stage 1. In stage 2, the hips move towards the left. In stage 3, the right heel comes off the floor. In stage 4, the right arm goes out towards the right. Just find your stage. And when you're ready, rise to standing, both feet flat, look up as you inhale. And either round in as you release down or extend yourself and swan dive, releasing your hands down towards the floor. And come halfway up as you inhale. And as you exhale, send your right leg back, keeping the hands down on the floor. And let your right knee softly settle down onto the floor. If it feels uncomfortable, double the mat underneath it. Bring yourself up. Hands can be on your hips. And gently move forwards, backwards. Keeping the front heel on the floor and left foot, right knee above hip width apart. And then sink forwards and stay forwards. Keeping the left hand on the hip or knee for support. Reach the right arm in front of you and point your thumb up. And gradually start to point that thumb behind you and maybe even to the floor behind you towards your right foot. Just stay there. Notice if your thumb starts to point left, don't let it. Take another breath there. Then move your hips back and make a fist with the right hand. This way, make a fist with your right hand, then bring the elbow to the outside of your left knee and wrap the fist with your left palm, left fingers. And use your arms here to twist slightly deeper. Now, only if comfortable, and body proportion here really kind of matters. Your shin, your thigh might not be long enough. You could slide down from elbow towards armpit and then bring the right hand to the floor and send the left arm up. Sometimes your spine is just too long and you're going past that knee. So try to stay on the thigh if that works. Doesn't work, not a problem. Fist and hand. paper and rock. And come back to the center, again, reaching both arms high as you inhale, both arms this time, sinking as low as you can. Exhale. So both arms now either pointing back or down. Take a deep breath in, perhaps even look up. And slowly release the hands, and we're stepping forwards, feet about hip width apart, in front of your mat, folding over your legs and relax, feeling into that left hip, into the right thigh. Keeping your chin tucked in, stacking the vertebrae as you slowly rise to standing. Lift the head up at the end. Stand tall. Reaching both arms high, interlock the fingers and press the palms up into the ceiling. Taking a deep breath in. Then kind of draw the ribs in as you start to twist towards your right. And carry on twisting, spiraling until perhaps you're facing the back of the room, that your hips move with you. And then open up the arms, like you're doing warrior two with your arms. So you're either facing right or facing back. Keep the ribs pulling in, ribs pulling in, ribs pulling in. Come to the center, lift the palms up, reach the arms up, interlock the fingers the other way, and press the palms up to the ceiling. So again, try not to kind of expand and pull the ribs up out of your hips into the other way. Draw it in and use that to deepen the twist. Twisting left as much as you can. At some point, open up the arms. So again, you might be facing left or further back. Notice if you are puffing your chest up, pushing the chest up, don't push it up. Draw your ribs in. Come to the center, reaching both arms high as you inhale, palms facing each other. Then either release the hands and round in, or open the arms wide and swan dive. Again, let's go down towards the floor. Then look forward as you inhale. Now we step in the other leg back. So we step in the left leg back. And the knees softly come down to the floor. Again, right foot, left knee about hip width apart. Hands on your right knee. Bring yourself up. Right foot staying on the floor as you move forwards and backwards. So hands either on the knee or the hips, doesn't really matter. Just open up to the left thigh. And when you're ready, settle down. And then left arm can reach up, thumb pointing up, or thumb pointing back, or thumb pointing down. Okay, so try to keep the arm close to the ear and to try to point the bicep backwards rather than inwards. Take another breath there. And keeping your arm extended, make a fist with your left hand, and then bring the elbow to the outside of your knee, so rock, and then wrap it with the paper, and leave yourself deeper into the twist. Just think of your belly button and aim to bring the belly button past your right thigh. Again, keeping the arms as they are, or if comfortable, slide down towards left armpit, then open up the arms. And from here, coming back up. And both arms reach up as you inhale, both arms pointing back or down as you sink forwards. Now we're allowing the ribs to lift up from the hips, opening the belly, opening the chest, maybe looking up or back. And from here, we're going to step back. So hands on the floor and step that right leg back next to the left leg, feet about hip width apart into downward facing dog. And walk the dog a bit here, so bending the knees one at a time, bringing the heel towards the floor. And bend both knees and bring your belly closer to the thighs and head closer towards your feet. And keeping the head as it is, try to straighten both legs or do the best that you can. And you can give your head a good shake, make circles, just relax with the neck. And when you're ready, cobra or half cobra. Half cobra on your forearms, cobra on your hands. So either way, take a breath where you are. And breathe out. Take another breath as you are. And come out. Let's go back into downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, look into the space between your hands and walk forwards. Unless you want to step or hop forwards. Otherwise, just take a few steps coming towards the back of the mat. It could be baby steps with the feet close together or maybe big toes touching, folding over your legs. The next inhalation, either with round back or straight back, bring yourself up to standing, reaching up, and hands to heart center. Okay, let's pause there and find the breath. And relax. Close your eyes. And breathe. Open the eyes. And as you inhale, sweeping the arms high. And as you exhale, open the arms wide and swan dive, perhaps straight legs as you fall towards the floor. And come halfway up as you inhale, look up, and stepping your right leg back and straight away bring that knee down towards the floor. Then lift yourself up, reaching both arms high as you inhale. And palms together, now twisting towards your left. Exhale. Come to the center, reaching the arms high as you breathe in, and sink down as you breathe out. Place the hands on the floor and step it into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, dropping the knees down. Again, perhaps you want to go into the cow and hold it there. If you want to carry on, drop down through the 8-limb salutation, all the way down onto your belly, and finding a half or full cobra. Either way, inhale, coming up, then going back into downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Taking another breath in. And as you exhale, bend the knees and look forwards, and taking a few baby steps or bigger steps or light hop, come towards the front of the mat. Bring your feet together and fold over your legs. Round back or straight, rise to standing as you inhale, reach up. And bring the arms by your side. You take a moment here, taking a deep breath in. And breathe out. And as you inhale, once more, sweeping the arms high. And open the arms wide and swan dive. Bring the hands down towards the floor. And come halfway up as you inhale. And step the left leg back, knee down to the floor. Exhale. And reach your arms high, breathing in. Bring the palms together and slowly twist towards your right. So hands kind of in front of the breastbone. And both arms reaching up. Inhale. And sink a bit lower. Exhale. Bring the hands down to the floor and step in to downward facing dog. The same way, dropping the knees down, coming to the cow, staying there. We'll continue down towards the floor for the 8-limb salutation, coming down to the floor and coming up into a half or full cobra and back into downward facing. And pausing there for 2 breaths. And when you're ready, look forwards and start making your way forwards in front of the mat and folding over the legs with big toes touching. Rise to standing any way that works for you, reaching up as you inhale. And again, arms by your side. And pause there for a few moments. Find your feet, find your grounding here. couple more twists here. Ready? Open the eyes, reach the arms high, interlock fingers, flip the palms up and start twisting towards your right as much as you can. And keeping the arms up, extend the arms out as much as you want. Pull the ribs in, pull the belly. And come to the center, reaching up, inhale, interlock the fingers the other way. Flip the palms and twist left. Stay there or open up the arms. Again, come to the center, reaching up. And swan dive, release. Come halfway up. And when you're ready, send your right leg back and let the knee settle down softly on the floor. Keeping the right hand down on the floor, turn towards the left and reach up. Stay there so you can do lots of modifications here. You could keep the right down or you can bring it off the floor. You can kind of reach the left arm up to the sky or start reaching it behind you so your chest, rather than facing left, will face up. That will pull a lot more on your left hip, obviously, so just be cautious here. Take another breath and release both hands down, and then bring the right foot closer. And then straighten both legs to your best ability, aiming to settle the right heel onto the floor. Okay, now we want the right hand to stay down and fixed on something. If the floor is too far, you could place it on your left shin, or if you have a block, use a block. It can be on the fingertips, it can be on the palm, up to you. Bring the left hand to your left hip and start to twist towards the left. Okay, go easy. Yeah. Both feet on the floor, back heel, ground to the back heel. That's it. Opposite hand to the knee. Opposite hand. Left hand on the hip. Starting here. Okay, and if you're feeling that you want to extend more, reaching your left arm high. Don't have to. If you want to twist deeper, taking your right hand further left. It can be on the left foot or beyond the left foot. Okay, just find the twist. One more breath there. Releasing both hands down. Folding over your left leg, relax down. Take a deep breath in. And we bend that knee and stepping back to downward facing dog. Dropping both knees on the floor, either stay there in a cow or ease yourself slowly onto your belly. And we do a little twist here. So taking the hands wider, in line with your face, maybe on the fingertips. And as you inhale, rise to a twisting cobra towards your right. So turn your head and hopefully your chest too towards the right. Keeping the right hip on the floor, breathing in. And ease yourself down. Still with the right, if you want to do it in the same way exactly, or take the left hand further right and take the right hand a bit further back. And again, twisting cobra towards the right. This time it's slightly deeper. Don't go too mad. So twisting towards the right, same direction. And then ease yourself down. Do a little cobra, perhaps on your forearms, sphinx as you inhale. And ease it down, exhale, back into downward facing. A moment here, relax your head down, calm the breath down, it's okay. So to come out with, so not to come back, to do the other side, we're going to bring that right foot forward. So take a few steps, shorten the distance between feet to hands, and then bring the right foot towards your hands, and then the right knee lower so the left knee can drop down towards the floor. Okay, first of all here, left hand is on the floor, and we're turning, twisting towards the right. Okay, if you don't want to do a twisting triangle later on, you can just stay here. You could modify here by tucking the left toes and lifting the left knee. Maybe spiraling the torso, the spine, until your chest is facing more up rather than right. One more breath here as you are, and releasing both hands down. Now,
Bring that left foot closer and bring the heel to the floor. And now straighten both legs to your best ability. And again, we want the left hand steady. If the floor is too far, it can be on your right leg. The right hand will come up to your right hip. And then the twist begins. Turning your shoulders so they're above each other and the chest is facing the right. Go easy. The hand can stay on the hip or it can reach up. The left hand can stay on the floor on the left side, or it can move towards the right side. One more breath there. Then releasing both hands down. Take a moment, fold over that right leg. And let's step it back to downward dog. And one more time from downward dog, we're gonna drop down. So through the knees to the cow, and through the cow to the chest, and from the chest to the belly. Coming to fingertips, hands wide in line with your face. And as you inhale, rise to twisting cobra towards your left, keeping your left hip on the floor. Turn your torso as much as you can lift. And ease it back down. Now, either repeat in the same way or move the right hand in line with the face and take the left hand further back in line, perhaps with your hips, and rise again to twisting cobra. It's slightly deeper now. Hold it inhale. Then ease yourself back down in a little cobra, a sphinx in the center, coming up. And stay in the sphinx of your spine. Just relax your head down. Take a moment here. And breathe into your back. And just for a few moments here, regardless of the breath, bring your tailbone under and bring it up. Bring the tailbone under, so kind of trying to pull the belly off the floor and push the belly into the floor. Again, belly off the floor and belly into the floor. And ease yourself onto your belly and relax the head onto your hands and take a moment here. Okay, whenever you're ready, placing the hands underneath your shoulders. Keeping the knees on the floor, bring yourself up to hands and knees. Keeping the left hand on the floor, sweep the right arm out towards the right. And thread the arm towards the left, shoulder and ear on the floor. Keeping the left hand as it is, or taking a bit further left and push more into the floor, get that left shoulder higher up. Keeping the left hand on the floor or reach it up towards the ceiling and take it behind the back towards the inside of your right hip. And let's switch sides. So coming up, tabletop. And stabilizing for the right hand, send your left arm out towards the left, inhale, and thread the arm towards the right shoulder and head to the floor. So maybe taking the right hand a bit further right and push into the floor. Maybe taking the right arm all the way up and bringing it behind the back to catch the inner left thigh. And again, bringing yourself out, both hands on the floor. Look forwards as you inhale, and taking both hands further forwards, bring your forehead to the floor, coming to the puppy pose. Either keeping the forehead down and the tailbone under, or bringing the tailbone up and bringing the chin down. And slowly walking the hands back and go into child's pose. Sitting your butt onto your heels with the knees together or slightly apart. Rest the head down on the floor or onto your hands. And stay low, taking both hands towards the right. So reaching the arms forwards and move them as right as you can. Perhaps moving the hands even further right and using your left elbow on the outside of your right knee to lever yourself deeper into a twist. And changing sides. So first of all, it's a side extension. So both arms are forwards, extended, and then they move left. So you're opening the right side of the body. It's a side extension. Once more, you can stay here as you are, or if you want to make it more into a twist, use the right elbow to press into the outer left thigh, shin. And when you're ready, come from center and bring yourself up, sitting. We're going to have the right leg straight forwards and bring the left foot flat on the floor against the inside of the right leg. So if you feel like you're going to kind of collapse a bit with the spine, sit yourself on the blocks. You can sit tall and straight. Opposite hand, so right hand onto the knee or right inner elbow, left hand behind you, and moving your navel past the left thigh, keeping your right foot alive. So point through the toes up, press with the big toe mound forwards. So again, you can use your hand here as it is, or you can bring the outer elbow against the outer leg, outer thigh, and deepen. And then release, and we're going to fold forward. You could just drop the left knee out towards the left foot against the inside of the right thigh. It's a bit more for the hip, it's a bit less on the hamstrings, or you can cross your left leg until the left knee is above the right knee and it's more on the right hamstrings, a bit less on the inner thigh, more on the outer hip. So just choose one of those. Now, when you're ready, let's come up to sitting and we're switching sides. So left leg straight, right foot comes in, using the opposite hand or inner elbow to hug yourself into the right leg, the right hand on the floor behind your tailbone so you can sit up tall and straight. And using your arm, your hand, the outer elbow, whichever feels more comfortable. Keeping your left foot alive, roll to the outside of the foot, keep the toes pointing up, and press forwards with the big toe mound. And from here, turn forwards, you're going forward, so either drop the right knee to the right or
cross the foot over, do the same variation to the previous side, and when you're ready, fold over your left leg. Good. Relax your head down, settle into it by releasing the belly, the chest, throat, the jaw, the eyes. Slowly bring yourself back up to sitting. Okay, we've got a few things we can do here. We're going to cross the legs. So you could either have your legs in Sukhasana, easy pose, where you basically cross your legs. And we're going to have the left in front of the right, or left in front of the right. Or you can turn it into Agni Stamba when you have your feet underneath the knees, so the shins are parallel to each other. So rather than having the feet close together, the feet are not close together, they are underneath your knees. That doesn't feel comfortable, just do a happy pose. That's not enough, you can place your left foot above your right knee and drop the left knee down onto your right foot. That becomes a double pigeon pose. So that doesn't feel good. Previous one, that doesn't feel good. Previous one. Okay, just find a comfortable seat, take a breath in, and we're dropping down. So either way, breathing into your hips, easy here, respect yourself as you are. We all have limitations, sometimes things hurt. If it's a little discomfort, maybe it's okay. If it's a lot of discomfort, maybe there's a red flag they're saying you should back away. So I staying as low as comfortable, perhaps moving both arms left and coming to right fingertips and open to the right side of your body. Or maybe take the right outer elbow against the outside of the left thigh. Obviously depends on your seat. Just find a twist here. And coming back to the center, slowly bring yourself up to sitting. There. We're going to switch the seat. So now right in front of the left, whether it's Sukhasana, happy pose, Agni Stamba, feet underneath the knees, or double pigeon pose. Either way, take a breath in, make sure your hips and knees are comfortable with that, and ease yourself down. Good. So the essence here is about releasing them. You get a hip stretch, that's just an extra. Staying low as you are, or taking both arms, both hands towards the right, coming to left fingertips with a side extension. Staying as you are, or turned into a twist by taking the right elbow to the outside of the right, so the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Coming back to the center, sit up. I'm going to take the legs forward. So big toes together, and knees can be bent a lot, or just a little bit, or not at all. Lifting your arms high, breathing in, and folding over your legs. So whether your knees are bent or your legs are straight, whether you're holding onto your feet or to your legs or to the floor, just relax down. Last breath here as you are. And slowly, so bend the knees a bit forward, bring yourself up to sitting. We're going to go into happy baby pose and then into corpse pose. So make sure you are comfortable and warm. Whenever you're ready, ease yourself onto your back. Go back into happy baby pose, knees towards the floor, feet towards the sky. And from happy baby pose, bring the soles of the feet together. Place the feet on the floor in supine cobbler and rest your hands on your belly. And notice the breath moving through you and feel your belly expanding as you're breathing in and releasing down as you're breathing out. And for just for a few moments, slow the breath down. Perhaps count the breath. You can breathe into the count of 4 and breathe out to the count of 4. You can add a gap of 2. So in for 4, hold for 2, out for 4, hold for 2. When you're ready, release your hands, straighten your legs, and let's release into corpse pose. And as you relax into the corpse pose, releasing your feet, letting the feet drop out away from each other. Releasing your thighs, groin, releasing the legs, so they're dropping out, heavy and supported and relaxed. Same way, releasing your fingers, relaxing your hands, palms, releasing your arms, relaxing your shoulders. Keeping your arms and your legs heavy, relaxed and supported. Releasing the hips, relaxing into the pelvis, the groin. Releasing your shoulders, shoulder blades, collarbones. Softening the belly, the rib cage, chest. Releasing the lower back, mid back, upper back, and neck. Softening the throat, relaxing your jaw, releasing the tongue, the lips, the mouth. Relaxing the nose, cheekbones, the ears, releasing the forehead, eyebrows, eyelids, and eyes. Feeling your head sinking down, heavy and supported. Feeling the entire body relaxed, comfortable, at ease. Noticing the breath moving through your body. Keeping your mind present but relaxed. So if your eyes still closed, so you draw your knees in and roll towards your right. Take a moment here, settle into it. When you feel ready, you can open your eyes and bring yourself up to sitting. To do so, bring the hands together in front of the heart center. So lightly resting your palms against the breastbone so you can feel the breath moving through you. And if your eyes closed, focus on the heart center. And the feeling of the life force moving through you. And be grateful for another day, another breath, another chance. And appreciate yourself as you are. Appreciate your practice, your commitment to yourself, your dedication, and your shortcomings. We're not perfect. That's the essence of practice, is to become better. Honoring that divine within you that keeps inspiring you to show back up onto your mat or showing up for life. Namaste. Thank you. Have a fantastic day.